Hello, this is week 4 discussion, 3 helpful ideas. I found a lot of new ideas and new ways of understanding old ideas to be very helpful in this course. The idea I found most helpful is the differentiation between formative assessments and summative evaluations. I already had some understanding of the differences between formative and summative assessments, but when Dr. Ryan broke down the ideas of assessment and evaluation and contrasted them, I much more fully understood what the two types of testing were, their intended purposes, and when and how to use them. It helps to understand assessments as formative, dynamic, quantitative, subjective, and cooperative, as opposed to evaluations that are summative, static, qualitative, objective, and competitive. Knowing whether or not to use a formative assessment or a summative evaluation to measure learning outcomes is really important for classroom teachers. We need both assessments and evaluations to help us gain a bigger picture of how our students are progressing and where we need to adjust our teaching strategies to make sure all our students are learning. Another idea I found really helpful was the experience of co-teaching with another classroom teacher in the sim school. I have worked as a substitute teacher in co-teaching situations, both subbing for a general education teacher and subbing for a special education teacher at different times. I had an idea of what co-teaching could look like from these experiences. However, as a substitute teacher, we often allow the other teacher in those situations to take the lead simply because they know their students and the content far better than the substitute teacher in most instances. Experiencing, even if virtually, collaborating with another teacher as equal partners was very helpful for seeing how future in-classroom collaborations could look. Since I am a special education teacher, I am hoping to one day experience co-teaching in the classroom. Our school district has not fully adopted this model yet, although we do utilize the push-in method for some of our high school students. I am a really big fan of the expansion of more and more co-teaching models of instruction, where the least restrictive environment for the majority of students is the general education classroom. I feel like this makes the most sense in the progress toward creating equitable and inclusive learning experiences for every student. Lastly, I found the SEL and MTSS core model really helpful for considering how to create social emotional learning opportunities and lessons that focus on developing the students' core skills in the areas of self-management, self-awareness, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. The development of these core skills can be taught in the classroom and have a radiating effect in the school and students' homes, reaching outward into the community. SEL should be taught as a universal model with the goal of reaching as many students as possible at the Tier 1 instructional level. Tiers 2 and 3, where progressively more intensive structure is necessary, should be reserved for those few individuals who need it, while lessons should be accessible enough at the Tier 1 level to avoid expending the necessary resources at the Tier 2 and 3 levels. Thank you.